Okay, this morning's rant. Welcome to Julie's Commute, or Commuting with Julie. Anyway, this morning's rant, this whole ridiculous idea that the Senate is not going to vote on Garland, who is President Obama's choice for the Supreme Court. This until after the election. This is insane. They're claiming that they should not put a nominee up on the Supreme Court to replace Scalia because it's an election year. Well, President Obama was elected twice. This is what he's supposed to do. The Constitution says this is what he's supposed to do. And it says, the Senate says, that they are to advise and consent. Well, if you don't bring it up for a vote, you are doing neither advising nor consenting. Quite frankly, I think our founding fathers never saw this coming. This is completely unprecedented. If they wanted to get up there and filibuster a vote, I wouldn't have a problem. Well, I'd still have a problem because they're idiots, but I wouldn't have as much of a problem because that's been done. If they wanted to get up there and vote against Garland because they don't think he's qualified, and I don't know a lot about him, so that wouldn't be a bad thing either. But the idea of not coming up with a vote is practically unprecedented. Unprecedented. And then my moron for a senator, Ron Johnson, the worst senator in the history of Wisconsin. And remember, Joseph McCarthy was from Wisconsin. The worst senator says we're doing our jobs. No, you're not. If my boss said to me, Julie, you have to vote on who's going to do blah, 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 and I said, I'm abstaining until the next election, I'd be fired. If I did not do my job, I would be fired. They should all be fired. Every senator, every congressman, everybody who thinks we shouldn't be voting, that's you too, Paul Ryan, you moron. Everybody. Excuse me, have you people not read the Constitution? Ron Johnson said while he was running 6 years ago, I saw it, it was on videotape. It wasn't even like, I read it in an article. No, I heard him say, the Constitution's hard. I've read it 4 times and it's really hard. Well, if it's hard, buddy, you shouldn't be a senator. Duh. You definitely should not be the senator from the greatest state in the entire union. Yes, I said it, my Illinois friends. We're the greatest state. We're not anymore, because Minnesota's making us both look like fools. Their governor is a cool governor. Our governor sucks. And your governor's probably going to jail because the 5 out of the last 6 have. Anyway, my point is, they should take a vote on Garland. Doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican. This is not politics as usual. The last time a president nominated somebody for the Supreme Court and the Congress refused to vote was 1875. Any of you remember that? No, because none of us were here. That is the last time. You can look it up. This is completely unprecedented for modern times. This is not how I expect the people who are supposed to lead us to act. They're acting like children. They're spoiled brats. They're not happy. I don't know why they're not happy. The stock market's up. Business profits going through the roof. So how could you possibly, excuse me, my hair looks awful today. How could you possibly not be happy? Hello, be a little happy. It's just ridiculous. Vote on Garland. Now, contact your senator, Democrat or Republican, and tell them you want to vote on Garland. This is ridiculous. The Supreme Court has to hear measures. And quite frankly, they're divided. It'll be 4-4, in which case we get no answers. They are the ones that are supposed to interpret the Constitution and determine what laws are constitutional and what laws are not. Which brings me, just briefly, because I'm going to end this, just briefly, to these idiots that say activist judges. Well, I'm sorry, morons. If the law is against the Constitution, that is not an activist judge. he is doing his job. They are supposed to determine whether a law is constitution or not. This activist judges thing is stupid. It means A, you either read the Constitution and didn't understand it, which is possible, or B, you've never read the Constitution and you're listening to some broadcaster go, "This is an activist judge!" So that's my thing today. I don't know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I hadn't decided this one until today. I got a lot of rants in my head, people. I look kind of crazy when I do that with my eyes. A lot of rants. Oh my God, I might be as nutty as Rush Limbaugh. Oh! Okay. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to my rant. If you really like this rant and you think other people should listen to it, feel free to share it. All right.